stands at 514. That is what KenGen is generating from geothermal, and generating more electricity than any other source, currently. So, ladies and gentlemen, the heavy investment in geothermal energy is beneficial to our country and the economy at large, as it does not require the importation of expensive fossil fuels. It's also reliable, renewable, and mitigates the risk of power reduction from hydros during the periods of drought. And for the shareholders, investment in geothermal will deliver value as it has got excellent returns. The impressive financial results that I've just reported or mentioned to you for the year 2015, for June 2015, was as a result of strategic decisions and the more focus that we've put in geothermal, which attests to what I've just said. And really, as I conclude, I would want to commend and thank the government of Kenya for taking the lead in the process by converting its debts to KenGen, to the shares, worth about 20.2 billion, because this is really a testimony that the government has confidence in KenGen as an investment vehicle. And today, it's difficult for me to hide the joy that I feel following the success of the just concluded rights issue. And as you're aware, raising capital, as the CMA CEO has said, has become expensive and way beyond the reach of many companies. But coming to the local market is therefore the way to go. And I wish to acknowledge and appreciate very, very sincerely the efforts of the KenGen board and the management of KenGen and all staff, as well as our advisors, who probably at this stage I would like to ask to stand. The people that worked with us, the advisors, the SIB, Diane Blair, Rain Cup, Water Contours, many of them are here today. They really worked with us and helped us in this project. Please be seated. So I would like to appreciate the efforts of all of them for the hard work and resilience and the reason that we are here today. Our resolve and determination is to deliver power to this nation and also to deliver value to our shareholders, and we remain unwavering in this effort. And so with those few remarks, I just want to thank you very, very much for coming to witness this occasion, and may God bless you.
Our chief guest today, Engineer Joseph Njoroge, the Principal Secretary, Ministry of Energy and Petroleum, Esther Koimet, the Investment Secretary, Joshua Choge, KenGen Chairman, Engineer Albert Mogo, the CEO of KenGen, Josham Otachi, who is yes, and Mr. Paul Mudaura, who is the CMA Chairman, my board members, Jose Akili and Jim Nambaro, who are present, Rose Mambo, who is the CDSC CEO, Titus Mbadi, who is the former chairman of KenGen, Edward Njoroge, former chairman of NSC and also a former MD of KenGen. Today is a great day for us at the exchange because we are among friends. KenGen was the first company listed its shares here in 2006, and since then they have come to the exchange a number of times. We feel that today's rights issue, which we are going to launch, which was very successful and raised a record 26.4 billion shillings with 92% subscription. This is no mean feat considering the circumstances, as you know, in the economy. With the government took 70% of the issue, and the retail, other investors took the rest. PS, your government's continued support to our capital markets is a very, very clear signal of the government's commitment to anchor what is one of the goals of positioning Kenya as a financial hub of East Africa as articulated in Vision 2030. KenGen has proven beyond any reasonable doubt that the desire to continue impacting our economy through provision of additional affordable clean energy in the national grid. We commend your efforts and to promote sustainable practices in the industry by adhering to environmentally friendly policies which improve resource efficiency and waste reduction through optimal use of resources and waste reduction strategies. The exchange is working on a carbon trading platform that will help local companies such as KenGen sell their carbon credits to foreign buyers and manufacturers. The formal trading platform within the exchange will be an easier way for companies to sell their credits to foreign buyers other than through signing emission reduction purchase agreements. Kenya is now, and this is quite impressive, the 8th largest supplier of geothermal energy with a capacity of just under 600 megawatts. I wish to take this opportunity to congratulate you, Mr. Choge, and your entire board of directors and management on the success of the largest issue in the history of the NSC. The success of the rights issue is a testament of the faith that investors have in KenGen and its future strategic direction, guided by your very able board. Investors will always go out of their way to support a company whose values are embedded in the future of our nation. The extra megawatts which you will be able to provide with this funding will go towards supporting our homes, industries, and creating more jobs in this country. We also know that you have a target to raise the capacity to 5,000 megawatts. And we would like to assure you that the NSC is ready and willing to support you to raise funds to make this a success. Through continuous product innovation, the exchange continues to promote financial inclusion, boost liquidity, and reduce risks for investors through continuous product innovation. This year, the exchange will be launching the exchange-traded funds, working very closely with the CMA. Through the exchange-traded funds, which are EFTs, investors will be able to trade a security which tracks the performance of the index, metals, foreign currencies, and commodities. We will also be launching the derivatives market later in the year. This will offer a wide range of investment channels, but also allow individuals, corporates, and our farmers to have a view of future prices of currencies, interest rates, and prices of agricultural produce. We are currently working on the operating infrastructure, which is sound, and we will be launching this later in the year. The Emakiba bond, which we are all waiting for, is a retail bond on a mobile platform for investment in government securities. The bond will provide a secure investment option for the general public while concurrently enabling them to embrace a savings culture. Your ministry's proposal appears to review the retirement benefit schemes investment guidelines in the budget statement for 2016-17 will facilitate their investment in new products approved by the Capital Markets Authority, including the derivatives and real estate investment trust. This will go further to enhance new markets, increasing liquidity in the exchange. We would like to thank you for the government's continued support of the capital markets and look forward to the launch of the derivatives and the M-Akiba bond. Let me once again commend the KenGen board, management and staff on the successful completion of the record-breaking rights issue. I would now like to invite Mr. Joshua Choge, the chairman, KenGen, to make his remarks. Thank you.
Good morning. First of all, we want to apologize as KenGen for being late because of the traffic jam. Even our guests were caught up in, the chief guests and were caught up in this jam. We are normally more efficient, and you can see from the rights issue, right? Thank you so much. The Director General, Infrastructure, Public Investments and Portfolio Management, Esther Koimet, the PS, Dr. Njoroge, the KenGen Board of Directors, KenGen MD and CEO, our former chairman, my predecessor, the Honorable Titus Mbadi, and the former CEO, Eddie Njoroge, our esteemed shareholders, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the Kenya Electricity Generating Company, KenGen, I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you all to this bell-ringing ceremony. My sincere thanks especially goes to the National Treasury for accepting our invitations once again to grace this auspicious occasion. The presence of Mrs. Koimet, the Director General, Public Investments and Portfolio Management, here today, as well as that of the Cabinet Secretary, at the launch of the KenGen rights issue, demonstrates the government's firm commitment to this process. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks another important milestone in the history of our company and the energy sector, where we play a very crucial role and noble role as the market leader in power generation. Our rights issue, the largest ever on the bourse, achieved a 92% subscription, having raised 26.4 billion. The company offered 4.4 billion new shares at 655 shillings each to existing shareholders at a ratio of 2 for each share held to raise the amount. Almost 58.2% of the offer was taken up under additional shares and ramp. All applicants have received 100% of the new shares applied for. Ladies and gentlemen, we are basking in the glory of the success following the achievement of our goals, which has enabled us to redefine the national energy generation landscape. And at this point, I want to thank our predecessor, the chairman and the former CEO and the previous board who set the foundation on which the new board, my board and my other board members have built on to be able to achieve this success. We want to thank you so much for what you did in the previous board. We have shifted our focus to geothermal, which is set to overtake hydro as the main source of energy for our country. This will now account for 51% energy consumed by Kenyans, as we emphasize on more affordable and environment-friendly energy. I'm happy to inform you that as a result of our strategic investment in geothermal development projects, Kenya is now ranked number 7 in the world in geothermal generation. We are committed to improving this ranking further as we strive to ensure availability of reliable and affordable energy to our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, for us to realize this feat, we have lined up a number of energy generating projects which have made it necessary for the company to undergo a capital restructuring program. The rights issue that we launched in May is part of this program. And at this point, I want to thank the government, especially our PS, our line ministry, and treasury for the continued support they have given us. We've walked this journey with them, and they have been very supportive, and that's why we've been able to achieve to reach where we've reached. We are indeed on the right path to achieving our strategy of delivering 720 megawatts by the year 2020. May I take this opportunity to thank all our shareholders who participated in the rights issue as well as in the ramp. We owe our presence here today to you. I am confident this listing will give you a chance to reap more from the brighter prospects of the company, which will come as a result of revenue diversification. This includes our plan to establish an industrial park at Olkaria, through which we expect industries to consume geothermal steam directly. We also hope to set up the consultancy arm of KenGen to offer consultancy services to energy investors. And we also are providing currently drilling services, and this is another income stream that KenGen is looking at. Besides the industrial park and these others that I've mentioned, we are also involved in carbon asset development that will enable us on certified emission reductions. And this revenue that we get, we normally share with the community in which we are involved in, and this has enhanced the corporate image of KenGen.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, Chairman. Asante sana. I think we understand it's now official that KenGen is listing the biggest rights issue. It came from the NSC chairman, and our chairman has confirmed that. And therefore, at this very juncture, we are edging closer to the hallmark of this event. And I therefore want to invite the PS in the Ministry of Energy, Dr. Engineer Joseph Njoroge. Karibu.
Let me start by recognizing our investment secretary, who has a new title of the Director General of Public Investments and Portfolio Management, Esther Koimet, the chairman of the board of directors of KenGen, and the other board members of KenGen, the CEO, Engineer Albert Mogo, the chairman of the Nairobi Stock Exchange, Mr. Samuel Kimani, the chairman of the Capital Markets Authority, Mr. Mudhaura, the former chairman of KenGen, Titus Mwananchi, and also the former CEO, Ede Joroge, who, as the chairman has said, started this onerous journey of thinking about alternative ways of raising capital. The members of management of KenGen, I can also see the chairman of Geothermal Development Company, Bwana Otach. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I should also have recognized very many stakeholders in the stock market. I see here the CEO of Retirement Benefits Authority and my good friend who always does analysis. Indeed, and Jimna, who is one of the board members of NSE, and all other stakeholders. Let me start by expressing my pleasure in joining you this morning in this very important occasion of bell ringing on a journey that we started with KenGen quite a few years ago. This journey started in December 2013. It was indeed an initiative that we sought to bring on board as alternative ways of raising capital.